Hi guys, welcome to the video. So today's video is going to be about this pair of shoes which I picked up from Bangkok. I was in Bangkok 2 weeks ago. I thought it would be quite interesting to show you guys the replicas that they're producing, the quality, and also some tips on legit checking as well, because I was having a look on StockX and the Yeezy Boost 350 Pirate Blacks are one of the most sought after shoes, and I'd say they go for at least $1,000. So straight up, this is what we got. We got them in a size a UK 8. I'll leave this one at the back, and here we are. So this is the shoe. As you can see, it's the Boost. Yeah, show you that, focusing on that. Okay, so first off, general thoughts on the shoe. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. The pattern is semi-decent as well, as you can see. So I've seen pairs where the pattern just comes straight across the shoe. At least with this one, the pattern is coming down from sort of the top of the shoe to the front of the shoe. The overall silhouette isn't bad either. I think they got the general shape of the Boost and the knit the same, and yeah, the Boost is also pretty much the same as well. So yeah, as in I think they made an effort as well to get sort of the nippling on the Boost correct. See if we can get that to focus. Yeah, there we go. So yeah, so it says Yeezy on this one, and then it has the Adidas logo on that one as well. So there's that. Now the interesting thing was I picked these up for £35. I'm not sure what that is in dollars. But yeah, I picked these up for £35, which isn't too bad considering the quality of them and how they look. So yeah. So just sort of making some more specific comments about the shoe. I feel like they did a decent job with the laces. I feel like the pattern is pretty much correct on the laces, as well as the way they've been laced up too. In terms of the general feel of the knit, I'd say it feels a little rougher than the usual knit, and it's also thinner. It's not as thick as your usual prime knit. And also you've got the insole there. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick that up. Just about. I'll take those out later and show you those. The sole they got pretty much correct. I mean, you got the exposed Boost here, and then you got the other two pieces of exposed Boost, and then also got this lining that's coming around here. Also you got the Adidas logo there. It says Boost on the sole. So all in all, for £35, I'd say these are quite decent fakes. I mean, what else are you gonna get for £35? The thing that stuck out the most to me though, when I was buying these, was the pull tab. Because it just, if you ever held a real pair of Pirate Blacks, or if you've seen a real pair of Pirate Blacks, it's just, it looks like it's too long, and it's just a bit too flimsy for my liking. And that's one of the giveaways actually. So yeah, I mean, it's not bad, and I think it's a bit scary as well to see how good the fakes and the replicas are becoming. And bear in mind, this is £35, and you can buy other replicas for maybe £70, £80. In dollars, I've seen some pretty decent ones for around $180, which is quite close to the actual retail for the Pyro Blacks. So yeah, let's move on to some legit checking basically. First thing you want to look at is general quality of the shoe, in terms of materials, construction, and the transitions between the different materials. So one of the things that stood out to me was I'll use my pointer here, if you see my laser pointer, yeah, over here, can you see the glue? There's like some very, very obvious glue markings there. Now, usually, sometimes this does happen with real pairs as well, but it's a bit hard to show on the camera. But if you were to see these in real life, it does look like a shabby job. Um, so yeah, on top of that, with Pirate Blacks, another really good thing to look at with Pirate Blacks is the pull tab. Now, as I mentioned before, sort of the space, the space here, you can see my pointer, between the pull tab and the sock liner. The sock liner is this thing here. So yeah, the space between the pull tab and the sock liner is too big. On Pirate Blacks, as you can see there, there's pretty much almost touching. So that's another good thing to look out for. Similarly, as I mentioned before, the pull tab itself is it's just a bit too flimsy. It's a bit too long. So that's something else. Another thing, I've seen some people in some YouTube videos, they count the number of dots here. So you've got sort of like a stitch line coming here, and apparently there should be 7 dots. I think I believe it's 6 or 7 dots actually. But I'm not sure how legit that is. But you can look at that if you want. And there's that. Another thing, this is probably one of the biggest indicators that this is a replica pair. The Yeezy here, this thing, it's not centered. It's a bit difficult for me to show you. There we go. But it's not centered. It should be a bit higher and a bit more towards sort of the right hand side. That's the same thing with the left shoe. So we have the Adidas logo here on this one. As you can see, it's not straight either, and it's too far near the bottom. It should be a bit higher, and it should be up here. So always look at that. That should be centered too. Another weird one. So for all you sneakerheads out there, smell the shoe. It sounds kind of weird, but if you smell the shoe, you'll get a good idea for it. If you've ever smelled Yeezys, you'll kind of remember how they smell. On smelling these, they smell more like a Nike shoe, which is kind of weird. But smell the shoe. That's gold. We'll take a look at the insoles now. As the insoles are also a good giveaway. So there's the insole. So it says Adidas, Yeezy on this one, and then we turn the insole over, and a lot of people look at the insole here. So yeah, don't know if you can camera pick it up, but there's also some faint lettering here. See if we can get that to focus. Just about. See the thing with the thing with the lettering here, it's really difficult to see. It's just over here. It's not bold enough. On the real pairs, the lettering is far bolder, and also sort of this Adidas logo that's been embossed on this. See if we can get a. Yes, the Adidas logo that's embossed here should be a lot bolder as well. The font is too thin, and overall, it looks a bit rough. As in generally the insole, it looks a bit rough. It's a similar thing on the other insole as well. What they did get correct was sort of the way the insole comes up, and also the writing on the insole as on the left pair. As you can see, the Adidas here is on the left hand side, whereas on the other insole it would be on the right hand side. So that's just like a real pair, which is interesting. So yeah, put the insole on the side. But in terms of legit checking Pirate Blacks, those are sort of the main things to look at. Obviously, look at how it feels as well, and look at the mesh pattern. Sorry, look at the prime net pattern. This isn't mesh. This is prime. This is supposed to be prime net. And look at the suede. Look at the suede over here, and the embossing of the logo. Another thing to look at is also the boost. I almost forgot about that. The boost itself on this pair, it looks decent for a fake, but on feeling it, it's far too stiff. So boost should have just like a little bit of spring in it at least. It's quite soft, and it actually makes the shoe really comfortable. But have a feel of it as well. This boost here is it's too stiff. Also, you've got 2 more areas of exposed boost. Another thing to look at is quality. So if you look at the pointer here, you can see sort of this kind of black residue on the exposed boost. It's really poor in terms of quality, because it's kind of just spilling over onto the exposed boost, especially sort of along this line here as well. which isn't great. On all the real pairs I've seen, I haven't seen anything like this before. I think it's just more of a quality issue, if I'm honest. So yeah, that's touching on the boost. That's pretty much what you need to look at in terms of that. Um, but yeah, I think that wraps up this video. So this is a look at sort of a pickup from Bangkok, and what you can get over there. I hope this was useful. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you took something away from it. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And please let us know what you'd like to see more of.